Yes, Clarence. God has heard the prayers of some dear people. A man down on earth in Bedford Falls needs our help.
Splendid! Is he sick?
No, worse. He's discouraged. At exactly 10:45 p.m. tonight, Earth time, that man will be thinking seriously of throwing away God's greatest gift.
Oh, dear, dear. Then I've only got an hour to get ready. I've got to rinse out my halo.
You will spend that hour getting acquainted with George Bailey.
Sir, if I should accomplish this mission, might I perhaps win my wings? It's been such a long time now, and the others are beginning to talk.
Clarence, you do a good job with George Bailey, and you'll get your wings.
Oh, thank you, sir, thank you.
Now, if you're going to help a man, you'll want to know something about him, won't you?
Oh, yes, yes, of course.
Now, Clarence, look carefully. It's Bedford Falls. Can you see the town?
Well, no.
Oh, I forgot. You haven't got your wings yet. Now look. I'll help you out.
Why, yes, this is amazing.
There's a town in every neighborhood, a town we love to call home, where your friends and family all know you and make sure you're never alone. It's the town you grow up and live in. It's the place you like to stay put, where the cracker barrel is loaded and the jack creams are put. It's the town you grow up and live in. It's the place you like to stay put. Welcome to Bedford Falls. Welcome to Bedford Falls. Where friends are friends of friends and they always call you by your name. Welcome to Bedford Falls. Welcome to Bedford Falls. Where everyone and everything stays the same. It's a town without moments. If your confidence is your pleasure, you will find whatever you want.
Bedford Falls, cheerful and pleasant. It's a town where you can go.
It's a town of faith and of dreams, and it's a town where you can have hope. Welcome to Bedford Falls. Welcome to Bedford Falls. Where butcher, baker, and sleepmaker pass you every day. Welcome to Bedford Falls. Welcome to Bedford Falls. Where friends meet friends to gossip the day away. Everyone seems to now for so down your soul. Where no vegetables from early and the sunny flowers and more. Where safety under the watchful eyes of work the company's needs. Every tip perhaps we smile as we walk across the fields. Every tip perhaps we smile as we walk across the fields.
This is such a fun place. I sure love these people. I sure like this place known as Bedford. I sure like the folks in this town.
It's a friendly place to grow up and a peaceful place to renown. Oh dear me, look at that's what Mr. Potter, the richest and the meanest and the streets.
Get out of my way.
People look at me as if I'm some illusion. I don't know why there should be so much confusion. The facts are very plain, but if I must, I will explain. I'm rich, you're poor, need anyone say more?
He seems a little web just like a spider.
Can I help it if I am a shrewd insider? The facts are very plain, but if I must, I will explain. I have a simple knack for making money, and I claim that anyone can do it if they're using half their brain. If not, so what? Their loss is my own gain. I'm investing and compounding all my riches. Let the other rabble dig all day in ditches. I'm a student of investments and I hold a lot of land. I always plan my work and then I always work my plan. I cannot help what common people never understand. A man of means is always in command. Well, they say I have a heart that's made of petrifying stone. I must say that description rings a bell. But I'm laughing all the way to the bank I own. And everyone can simply go to help themselves. Yes, folks can help themselves the way that I do. Opportunity gets me excited. Frankly, I do fear that no one here can be my peer.
In business, there's an honest view, in practice, we're so clear. If you don't have a stomach to be
Clarence, pay attention. I'm taking you back to George Bailey's youth.
This is George? That boy?
That's George when he was 12, back in 1920. Something happens here you'll have to remember later on.
Look, guys, the ice is as solid as a rock.
I don't know, George. The sign's just thin ice.
Oh, come on, Harry, it's all right.
Come on, Harry. Marty, look, George is right.
Well, if he's gonna do it, so am I. Come on, Harry. Well, I guess.
And here comes the scare, baby. My kid brother, the one and only, Harry Bailey.
Come on, Harry, you
You
got
can do
this.
this, Harry. You got this.
Come on,
You got
Harry,
this.
you got this.
Hey, how?
Harry.
Harry.
Hey, make a change, make a change. You all right, Harry?
Harry, you okay?
That was a close one, Michael. What's next?
George saved his brother's life that day so long ago, but he caught a bad cold which infected his left ear, cost him his hearing in that ear. It was a week before he could return to his after-school job at Old Man Gower's drugstore. Here he comes now.
Well, it's back to return Mr. Gowers.
Poor George, a working man already.
Knock it off there.
You gotta slave all day in the snow mines like you don't. Hee-haw.
So long, fellas.
See you, George.
See you, Harry. Bye, Marty. It's me, Mr. Gower. George Bailey. You're alive. Yes, sir.
Hello, George. Oh, hello, Mary. Hello, Violet.
You sent for the candy?
She was here first. I'm still thinking.
Candy?
Please. I like him. You like every boy. And what's wrong with that? Help me down, Georgie.
Help you down? Ha. Made up your mind yet?
I'll have chocolate ice cream, please.
Coconut?
I don't like coconut.
You don't like coconuts? Say, Blameless, don't you know where coconuts come from? From Tahiti, the Fiji Islands, the Coral Sea.
A new magazine. I never saw before.
Of course we have. Only us explorers can get it. I've been nominated for membership in the National Geographic Society.
George, is this the earring cake you're on? George Bailey, I'll love you till the day I die.
I'm going out exploring someday, and I'm going to have a couple of harems and 3 or 4 wives. Wait and see.
George! George, you're not paying to chat with the customer. Michael, what does the telegram say?
Mr. Gower has just learned that his son Robert died of influenza while away at college.
Oh, dear, dear.
Mr. Gower, anything you want me to do?
No!
Anything I can get you guys?
No!
Let me help you, sir.
Oh, what are you waiting for? Take that box of capsules over to Miss Plain. She's waiting for them.
They have the theory over there, haven't they, sir? Is it a charge, sir?
Yes, charge.
Mr. Gower, I think you might wanna...
Get going!
Yes, sir.
This is Secretary's place. Where's George going?
Right now, he's desperately needs advice. So he's taking a detour to the Bailey Building and Loans, founded by his father.
Avast there, Captain Cook. Where are you being headed?
Gotta see Pop, Uncle Billy. There's a squall in there that's shaken up into a storm.
Uncle Billy, telephone.
Thank you, Senator.
Bank examiner. I should have called him yesterday. I'll take it in the inner office.
I'm not crying, Mr. Potter.
Well, you're begging, and that's a whole lot worse.
All I'm asking is for 30 days more.
Pop.
30 short days. I'll dig up 5,000 somehow.
Pop.
Have you put any real pressure on those people of yours to pay their mortgages?
Times are bad, Mr. Potter. Those people lost their jobs.
Then for clothes.
I can't if you have children.
They're not my children.
Pop.
Mr. Potter, why is your heart spelled care? You have no family? No children? You can't even get to spend all the money you have.
Oh, I see. So I just give it to miserable failures like you and an idiot brother of yours to spend it all for me.
He's not a failure. You can't say that about my father.
George!
You're not. You're the biggest man in town.
Almost.
Bigger than him. Bigger than everybody.
Gives you a an idea of the babies. Get me out of here.
Don't let him say that about you, Pa. Okay, son, thank you. Go on.
What? Why not pay attention to a bit over an hour from this place? Don't worry, I'll be on in 5 minutes. I'll get to the bottom of this. George! George! Princess is playing crossing the castle! Did you hear what I said?
Yes, please! Mr. Gower, you're hurting my sore ear! Please, no!
You lazy loafer!
Mr. Gower, you don't know what you're doing! You put something wrong in those castles! I know what you're feeling! I've read the telegram about your son! Please, Mr. Gower! Look at the bottle you took the powder from! It's poison! I tell you, it's poison!
No.
Please, don't hurt my sore ear, Mr. Gower! Please!
No.
Please! I know what you're feeling! I won't tell a soul! Hope to die! I won't!
Oh, George.
What a remarkable young man, Michael. Mists of time are deep and fast. The days are short, the years are fast. Although the days and years have passed, the choices made will always last. Always last. Always last.
Hey, Marty. Hey, a couple weeks ago, I special ordered an overnight bag. Genuine English, cowhide, combination locks, brushes, and combs. A real big one.
What did you stop him for?
I want you to take a good look at that face.
Who's this?
George Bailey.
This is the kid who got his ears slapped by the judges?
That's the kid.
He's got a good face. I like it. I like George Bailey. Say, did he ever tell anyone about those pills?
Not a soul.
Did he ever marry the girl? Did he ever go exploring?
Well, wait and see.
Big, real big. Not one that lasts one night. One that lasts 1,000 one nights. Ones that hold labels from Bagan and Zanzibar and Italy.
You want a flying carpet too?
Very funny.
Is this the item?
Oh boy, that's it. And I can use it as a raft for boat trips. How much?
No charge.
That's my trick here, Marty. It sounds as if you said no charge.
That's right.
What's my name inscripted on it?
A little present from Old Man Gower. He engraved your name himself.
Really? What do you know, Mom? Boss.
Hope you enjoyed, George. Old Garrett, eh?
Oh, Mr. Gower, I can't ever thank you so much. It's perfect.
I'll forget it.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Hope you enjoy it. What boat you sailing on?
I'm sailing across on a cattle
A
boat.
cattle boat.
Okay, so I like cows. See you, Marty.
Take care, George.
Fast there, Captain Cook. So you're off, eh? Got your sea legs yet?
Probably moving on saying, hey, send us some of the picture postcards, will you, George?
Don't bring any wooden nickels, George. Remember, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
I'm gonna miss y'all. Uncle Billy, Cousin Eustace, Cousin Tilly.
Oh, we'll see you soon enough.
Take care now.
Hey, George, your suitcase is leaking.
Ah. Hey, Ernie.
Look, Bert, it's the world traveler. Architect at large.
Hi, Bert.
Dashing off on your trip, eh, George?
At long last, leave tomorrow.
Hello, Mr. Bailey.
Oh, hello, Violet. That's, some dress you're wearing there.
Oh, this old thing? I only wear it when I don't care how I look.
Hasn't changed a bit, has she?
I'm gonna go see what the wife's doing.
Family man. Okay, George. Have a good trip. Drop me a line now and then.
George appears to have some dear friends and relatives.
Indeed he does, but nothing has meant more to him than his immediate family. Take a look over there.
Get down here, you two. It's dinner time. George? Harry? Harry, what's Harry's new dinner suit? George?
girls.
Well, if they were all girls, there wouldn't be any. Oh, never mind. George, Harry, come back in a minute. You know we've been waiting for you in the car. Come on. Oh, that goes me, you two fools. Sit down and have to.
Ivy, look out, Annie.
If you try to carry me, I'll hit you over your head with this broom.
Oh, Annie, I'm in love with you. And there's a full moon out tonight.
If you don't stop pestering me, I'll whack you on your full moon.
Pop, can I have your car? I'm going to say we're on a place and things.
Plates.
Oh, Mom, I'm the chairman of tonight's food committee, Dafflebaum.
No, let's shine up. No, you don't. Let's see what I know.
Good boy and I are going to miss you, George.
I'm gonna miss you too, Pop. What's the matter? You look tired.
It's just that I thought when we put Todd on the board of directors, he'll ease up on us.
Wonder if he can get the whole money throwing buzzard anyway.
Oh, he's frustrated and sick. Sick in the mind, sick in the soul. If he has one, hates everybody that has anything that he can't have. Hates us mostly, I guess.
Gangway. So long, Pop.
Put those things in the car and I'll grab your coat and stuff.
Thanks, Mom. You coming tonight, George? Coming to Bell for apples?
To be bored to death?
Good way to die. There'll be a lot of pretty girls there. Suit yourself.
Boys, girls, and music. Sounds like a recipe for sin if I ever did you one.
Hope to see you there, George.
Pop, did I act like that when I was Harry's age?
Guess you're just born older.
How's that?
I'd say you were just born older. You always knew what you wanted to do.
Oh, build things? Design new buildings? Play modern cities?
Still up at the first million when you're 30.
I'll settle for half that and cash.
Of course, it's just a hope. You won't consider coming back to the old building alone, would you?
Hey, Andy, why don't you just show up a chair? That'd be much more comfortable. I can hear everything that's going on.
What if I thought there was anything worth listening to?
I guess it's a little too early to ask.
Pop, it's just I couldn't face being cooped up in some small, shabby little office for the rest of my life. I'm sorry, Pop. I didn't mean that remark. Just this business of nickels and dimes and trying somehow to save 3 cents, but like the fight to be part of the game, I go crazy. I want to do something big, something important.
No, George. There's a fundamental urge deep in the heart of mankind to have a roof over their head. We're supplying that.
Well, I know that, Pop. Just all my friends are starting making something of themselves, and I feel if I don't get away, I'll bust.
You've got talent, son. I've seen it.
You see what I mean, don't you, Pop?
Now you go, you shake the dust of this town off your shoes, you fulfill your dreams. I believe it.
Pop, you want a shot? I think you're a great guy. Some things don't need explaining. Some things you know in your head. Some things, well, worth proclaiming, just never have to be said. Some things are not essential to your heart. Some things you know just deep inside your heart. And though it may not matter whether it is said or not, I'd like to take a shot. I love you a lot. Oh, some things don't need explaining. And though you've known how I feel, some things, well, worth proclaiming. It's not imagined, it's real. And that's the way that I feel. Well, did you hear all about that, Annie?
I did, about time one of you lunkheads said it.
Pop, I think we'll head over to Harry's apple ball.
Have a good time, son.
store.
Sam Wayward, great to see you. Be on yourself.
So, you're heading out to make your fortune, eh?
Gotta try.
Attaboy! A hard-working guy like you will make his way into the world, all right.
Hello, Mr. Bailey.
Oh, well, hello, Alan.
Care to dance?
Oh, well,
Come on! Hey, George, you remember my sister, Mary?
Yeah, Mary, yeah.
Mama wants you, Marty. Mama wants you.
Will you dance with her, George?
Me? I don't know.
Come on, be a sport. Just dance with her once, it'll make her night.
Go on!
Or excuse me,
Hey.
I'm not a lunch party. I don't want to babysit.
Hello. You look as if you don't know me.
Because I don't.
But you pass me on the street nearly every day.
Me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was a little early, Mary. Was it you?
Well, George, you got
Yes, Sam, but where's yours?
A genuine loving cup to be ordered by our distinguished judges. So final partners. Full moon and starry eyes, how do you do? It's a great night for dancing if you're dancing 2 by 2. Full moon and starry eyes, will you be true? I never dance with anyone but you.
Not quite the football type. Oh, you look wonderful. Wasn't me saying it? I say you're the prettiest girl in town.
Well, why don't you say it?
I don't know. Maybe I will say it.
Well, what's the matter? Am I still a little kid to you?
No. Your age fits you. You look older. I mean younger.
Sir George of Bedford Falls, my train, please.
Pox upon me, you clumsy lout.
You may kiss my hand.
Hey, well, okay then. I'll throw a rock at the old Granville house.
Oh no, George, don't. I love that old house.
No. You see, you make a wish and you try to break some glass.
Oh no, George, don't. It's full of romance, that old house is. I'd like to live in it one day.
That old place? I wouldn't live in it if I was a ghost. Now watch, second floor.
What did you wish for, George?
No, not just one wish, Mary. What will happen? I know what I'm going to do tomorrow and the next day and the next year and the year after that. I'm going to see the world. Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum. Well, then I'm going to come back here for a graduate education and I'm going to build things. Skyscrapers 100 stories tall. Bridges 100 miles long. You want to throw a rock, Mary? Hey, that's a pretty good shot. What do you wish for, Mary?
Well, if I told you what I wish for, it might not come true.
What is it, Mary? Is it the moon? Just give me the word and I'll throw a lasso on it. Hey, that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Mary.
And don't take it. And then what?
Then you'll swallow it and dissolve it. See, the moon needs to show at the end of your fingers. And the end of your tongue, and the end of your... I'm talking too much, ain't I?
George! Your father's had a stroke. We have to go now.
Mary, excuse me.
Come on, George, let's go.
Doctor, have to go now.
I'll go further than that. I'll say that to the public, Peter Bailey was the building well.
Oh, that's fine, Potter, coming from you. Considering you probably drove to his grave.
Peter Bailey was not a businessman. That's what killed him. I don't really disrespect him or anything. God rest his soul. I mean, was a man of high ideals, so-called, but ideals without any sort of common sense can ruin a town. Now, you take this loan here to earn it. You know that fellow who peddles fruit all day from that ramshackle eye store, Cardiff's? I happen to know that the bank turned down this loan, yet he comes here, and we're building him a house that's worth $5,000. Why?
Well, I handle that, sir. All papers are there. I can personally vote for his care.
A friend of yours?
Yes, sir.
You see, if you should fool someone here, that means you can borrow money. What does that get us? Just a lazy, discontented rabble instead of a thrifty working class. All because of a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey filling their heads with just impossible ideas. Now,
just a minute. Now, hold on, Mr. Potter. You're right when you say my father was no businessman. I know that. Neither you or anyone else in here can say anything about his character, just for his whole life. Why, in 25 years, he never once thought about himself. Isn't that right, Uncle Billy? But he did help a few people get out of the slums. What's wrong with that? You know, like all business people here. Doesn't make them better citizens, better customers. You said it. What did he say a minute ago? That they should wait and save their money, so they ought to think of it. Wait for the children to go out and leave them, wait for the... Look, do you know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000? This rabble you're talking about. They do most of the working and paying and living and dying in this community. Stewards have to work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath. My father didn't so. They were people to him, but to you, a warped, frustrated old man, they're nothing but cat. My book, my father died much of what you man didn't know everything.
I'm not interested in your book. I'm talking about the building and loan.
I know very well what you're talking about. The Bailey building loan. Something you can't get your fingers on and it's gone. I know that. Well, you're the board here. You do what you want with this thing. I have one last thing to say here, though. This town needs this measly one-horse institution, so they don't always have to go calling the Potter. Come on, Uncle Billy.
Sentimental hogwash.
Boy, oh boy, that was telling him. You should have seen George shut Potter's big mouth.
What happened? I heard a lot of yelling.
Well, we're being voted out of business after 25 years. Easy come, easy go.
Well, here it is. Help wanted female.
Hey, you'll miss your train.
I wonder what's going on in there.
We're being voted out of business after 25 years. So what? I can find another job. I'm only 55.
56.
Go on. Hey, you missed this trip once. You don't want to miss it again.
George! They voted Potter down. They want to keep it going.
Whoopee!
But they've got one condition. Only one condition.
What is it?
Well, it's the best part of it. They've appointed George here to be executive secretary and take his father's place.
No, Uncle Billy, he's your man.
Oh, that's all right. As executive secretary, you can keep him on.
No, look, listen to me. I've got to go catch this train. Look, This is my last chance. I've already missed it once. So I'm going abroad and I'm going back here for a graduate education. Uncle Billy, he can do your job. He's better than me. Come on.
But George, they'll vote with Potter otherwise.
You don't have to tell me. George didn't go.
That's right. Not only that, but he gave his traveling and school money to his brother Harry and sent him away to college. Harry became a football star All-American.
Oh, I see. But what about George?
George got 4 years older, waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building alone. But when Harry returned, he surprised everyone with a new wife.
Lunch is served, and dinner is served.
Looks like you got all three there on your plate, Uncle Billy.
Harry, Ruth! Well, when the fatted calf is cooked for a homecoming like this, one must indulge. And Ruth, how did a pretty girl like you marry this two-headed nephew of mine?
Oh, it's purely mercenary. My father offered him the job.
So he gets you and the job, while Harry's calf runneth over.
Is it a good job?
Yes, very. My father owns a glass company in Buffalo. He wants to get Harry started in the research business. A good future there. Harry's a genius at research. My father fell in love with him.
And you did too. Well, I think I'll go stretch my feet out on the porch for a minute. I'll be glad to have you in the family.
Now, Ruth, you're my nephew's wife. This family tree gets more complicated every year. I can barely keep track of which side Cousin Eustace and Cousin Tilly are on.
George, that job you spoke of. I know I'm supposed to pick up where you left off in the building alone, and I won't let you down.
Harry, I think it's a good opportunity for you.
But
I think you should take it.
But George,
Boy, oh boy, oh boy! I feel like I can spit in Potter's eye. I think I will. Or maybe I should just go home. Where's my hat? Where's my hat?
The middle one.
Oh, thank you, George. Oh boy, oh boy.
a little too much celebrating, Uncle Billy.
Oh, perhaps. Now point me home, William. Oh, thank you, George, for building your own pal. Oh, moon and starry eyes. All right.
I do look out to him.
Oh, she's nice, she's nice.
She'll keep Mary on.
She's part of Bedford ball.
Did you know Mary Hatch is back from graduate school? Came back 3 days ago. Nice girl, Mary. The kind that will help you find the answers, George. What's that grunting? Oh, just give me one good reason why you shouldn't go ahead and call Mary.
Oh, sure, Sam, he all Wayne on you. Well, Sam's crazy about Mary.
Well, she's not crazy about Sam.
Well, how do you know that? Do you have a special theory? No. You know, Mother, I can see right through you, right your back calling about it. You're trying to get rid of me, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then, I guess we'll go do some passionate necking.
Oh, George.
Good night, Mrs. Bailey.
Good night, George.
Hello, Mary. Just happened to be passing by.
Yes, so I noticed. Have you made up your mind?
About what?
About stopping by. Your mother phoned before dinner and said you'd be over.
Well, that's see. My mother called you. Well, how did she know?
Didn't you tell her?
Didn't tell anybody. Just went out for a walk and have back. Or just went out for a walk. That's all.
I'll be downstairs, Mother!
All right, dear.
So, are you stopping by or aren't you?
Okay, I'll stop dressing my feet in a minute. But I really didn't tell anybody I was coming here. When did you get back?
Tuesday.
Is that a new dress?
Do you like it?
It's alright. I don't get it. I thought you go to New York like Sam and Marty and the rest of them.
Oh, I went there for a couple vacations, but I don't know. I guess I was homesick.
Homesick for Bedford Falls?
Yes, and my family. Oh, everything. Would you like to sit down?
Alright, but I really didn't tell anybody I was coming here.
Would you rather leave?
Oh no, that would be rude. Is that on the radio?
Uh-huh. Oh, George, remember that dance hall, remember?
What? Oh, yeah, that. Well,
It was nice about your brother Henry's, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's alright, I guess.
Oh, well, what's the matter? Don't you like her?
Of course I like her. She's a peach.
Oh, so it's just marriage in general you're not enthusiastic about, huh?
Marriage is okay for Harry and Sam and Marty and you.
Mary! Who's that down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother!
George Bailey, what do you want?
I don't know. What do you want?
Me nothing. That suffers my feet a bit.
He's getting fresh, Mother!
Oh, you tell him to go back home. But don't you leave the house either. Sam Wainwright promised to call you from New York tonight, remember?
Now listen, I didn't come here to...
Well, what did you come here for?
I don't know. You tell me. You're supposed to have all the answers.
Oh, why don't you just go home?
That's where I'm going. Don't know I came here in the first place. Good night.
Good night to you, too.
Mary! It's Sam!
Oh, got it.
He's waiting.
Hello?
I forgot my...
Hee-haw, hello, Sam. How are you?
Hello, Mary. It's good to hear your voice.
Oh, well, that's awfully sweet of you, Sam. You know, there's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey.
You mean old slave driven George? Put him on.
George.
He doesn't want to talk to George, you fool!
He does so. He said so himself.
Hello, Sam?
Well, George, what if I know you are? What are you trying to do? Steal my girl?
What do you mean? I'm trying to steal anyone. Here's Mary.
No, wait. I want to talk to both of you.
Mother's eavesdropping on the extension. We'll just both have to listen. Come here. We're listening, Sam.
Well, George, you remember that night at Martini's when you told me about making plastics out of soybeans?
Oh, yeah. Soybeans, yeah.
Well, Dad snapped up the idea. He's going to build a factory in Rochester. Could you think of anything greater?
Rochester? Why not right here? Remember that old machine building that went out of business? Tell your dad he could get that for a song. And all the labor he wants, too. Half the town lost their jobs when that place went out of business.
Is that so? Thanks, George. I knew you'd come through. Mary, you're in on this too. But every cent you have into our stocking here. And George, I may have an exciting job for you. That is, if you're not tied down to that building alone. This is the biggest thing since radio, and I'm letting you in on the ground floor. And Mary?
I'm here.
You told George that this is the chance of a lifetime. A chance of a lifetime, you hear?
She says it's the chance.
Now you listen to me. I don't want any plastics or ground floors or what. I want to do what I want to do. And you.
Hello?
Oh, Mary. George. Yes, Mary?
Oh, this is what I wished for.
Well, Hanny, I guess it's just us two old maids now, huh?
You speak for yourself, Ma Bailey. I'm planning on getting married.
So, where are you doing for the big honeymoon?
Where are we going? Already look at this. Here's the kitty. What account, Mary? I've been saving it for years.
I feel like a bootlegger's wife. Look at this.
I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna shoot the works. A whole week in New York, a whole week in Bermuda. The highest hotels, the richest champagne, the richest caviar, and the prettiest wife.
Then what?
Well, then what, honey?
Well, after that, who cares?
Don't look now, George. Looks like there's something going on in the old building alone. I've never seen one. It's got all the earmarks of a run.
If you got any money left in that place, you better hurry.
No, George, let's set up. Let's go, please.
Excuse me. Oh, God, this is scary.
We have heard the dreadful word. It's all through the town. It is being closed down. If that is so, then we must go to Bailey's building and home. Heard the sound of a nasty rumor. It is spreading like a tumor. We don't know what to call it. Time to talk.
start?
How's anything like this ever start, George? All I know is the bank calling them.
When?
An hour ago. I am due for all of our cash.
All of it?
Every cent of it. And it's still less than we owe.
Holy mackerel.
And then I got scared, George. And I closed the doors.
The whole town's going crazy.
Potter, is anyone there on the line?
Hello?
George, I want to talk. Because of rumors, I'm supposing that you're on the verge of closing. But if they're not too defiant, I will guarantee your clients 50 cents upon the dollar as a gentleman and scholar. So take advantage of my offer. Pass along my gracious offer, George. It's true. You'll be through if you close your doors.
I don't miss a check, do you, Miss Ball? We're gonna miss this one.
If you close your doors before 6, you'll never reopen. Hello? Hello?
Was it next wedding, George? I wish I was there.
Yeah, take the strings off now. Folks, excuse me, folks. I've got some news for you. I just got off the phone with old man Potter, and he has guaranteed cash payments in the bank if you should need them.
My money's here.
Did you guarantee this place?
No, Tom, I didn't even ask. You don't need Potter over here.
I'll take my money.
Tom, you're looking at this place wrong. It's about the money in the safe. You see, your money's in Marty's house, right next to yours. And then the Kennedys and Miss Macklin's and 100 others. You see, you give them the money so they can build their houses, and they pay it back the best they can. What are you going to do, close on them?
I've got $242 in here, and $242 isn't called to break anybody.
Yeah!
Here, just sign this paper, and you'll get your money in 60 days.
60 days!
Sheriff.
Tom, did you get your money yet?
No.
Well, Mr. Paul paid 50 cents to the dollar for every share.
What do you say to that, George?
Tom, what enough? Listen to me. I beg of you not to do this, easy. We're cutting in on Potter's business. Now, where's Marty? Marty, you lived in one of those slums in Potter's, didn't you? We haven't forgotten, have you? Remember how much he charged you for that broken down jacket? Ernie. You had trouble paying your bills last year, right? It was hard on you, right? Mr. Martinez, those houses you were able to keep. You think Potter would have let you keep them? No, look. Potter isn't selling, Potter's buying. Why? Because we're all panicking and he's not. Now, I think we can get through this together if we stick together.
But my husband hasn't worked in over a year and I need money!
Yeah! I have doctor's bills to pay.
How much do you need?
I got $2,000 right here in the top. Where's Tom? How much do you need?
$242.
Come on, Tom, just enough to tide you over.
I'll take $242.
Are you serious?
Here you go, Tom. Hey, where's that? How much do you need?
$300.
Just enough to tide you over. Come on.
I guess I'll take $20.
Okay. Mrs. Thompson, how much do you need?
George, get your own money.
Just forget about that. How much?
I'll take $20.
Dollars, here you go.
And those heads paper?
You don't have to sign anything. Mrs. Mack, where are you?
Can I have 1750?
17. Well, of course you can. Bless your heart. Here's something. Does anyone have 50 cents?
I think we're going to make it, George. We're going to make it. Do it, and I thought I nearly blew it, but it looks as if we're going to live another day. The clock is striking 6 and we'll survive this awful fix, and Mr. Potter will not have his way.
Hooray! Here's a toast to the Bailey family. An enterprising company, are we agree?
Not a open cellar like a London Rockefeller. Here's the toast to our victory.
And we barely have $2 left without it. We would be here, but with it we'll survive and thrive another day.
And we barely have a nickel, but we got out of this pickle. Mr. Potter will not have his way. Hooray! Here's a toast to the Bailey family. An enterprising company, are we agree?
Toast to Papa Dollar and a toast to Mama Dollar. May the two have a family.
And a toast to the Bailey crew and bride. We're sorry that it's such a bumpy ride.
Quick thinking by Jim Mary when our bank and cash and carry.
Here's a toast to the crew and bride.
helping the town. Thanks to George and Billy and Mary, it's a place for settling down.
Welcome to Bedford Falls, welcome to Bedford Falls. The time has come to open a business in the city's skirt. Open for business now. Congratulations, pal.
I owe it all to George and the way he cares.
Hee-haw, George, still slaving away, eh? Good old George making us peaches, always full of something to say. Looks like he is helping Martini open up a brand cafe. Hello, George, I'm here for a visit with my wife, starting a plan. That old building you recommended is the greatest George, you old champ.
Welcome to Bedford Falls, welcome to Bedford Falls. Sam and wife are here for a visit, welcome back to town. Welcome to Bedford Falls, welcome to Bedford Falls.
I just wish that you hadn't turned me down. There is more to life than this stupid town.
We're just more happy you are right, and we know you come far. As long as you're here, then you know who you are.
Welcome to Bedford, welcome to Bedford. Welcome to Bedford Falls.
I hate to have to be the one to tell you, but I've got some news that's sure to quell you. The Bailey Building and Loan Association's doing well, and in the fifth quarter ending all your profits fell. And I'm sure this news is sure to jolt you and compel a plan from you to slow down, you know who.
Oh, those Baileys are a nuisance and they're really in my hair. That is, whatever hair, I have it all. They're all a royal pain in my you-know-where. So it's time to pay a little social call. I thought I'd take some time to pay a bill. I know you're thinking, goodness me, what is? For I know that I am old and I have heard the scuttlebutt. For it is widely known that everybody hates my guts. But that's okay because I think that everybody's nuts. So there, who cares? I run my own affairs. Now, although in control of nearly everything in town, I haven't let your little family score. So I must concede defeat, for you have won this round. In fact, I think you may have won the war. Oh, yes. George, you've beaten me and beaten me quite fairly. And honest and you deal with people squarely. But the truth is that you're poor because you're always giving more. And so, I say, it's retribution. George, you and I need to have a little talk. You and I were the only ones who kept our heads during this recent depression. You saved the building alone, and I saved all the rest.
Now, most people say you stole all the rest.
The envious ones say that, George. The suckers. Now, I've stated my side, quite frankly. Let's take a look at yours. Young man, 30, 32, making, say, 40 a week?
45.
45, out of which after, say, supporting your wife and paying your bills, you're able to keep, say, 10 of that to skim. Now imagine a child or two comes along. You won't even be able to keep the 10. Now, if this young man at 32 were some common, ordinary yokel, I'd say he's doing just fine. But George Bailey is no common, ordinary yokel. He's an intelligent, smart, ambitious young man. A young man who hates his job, hates the building alone almost as much as I do. A young man who's been dying to get out on his own ever since the day he was born. A young man who has to sit by day, watch his friends all go places because he's trapped. Yes, sir, trapped into frittering his life away playing nurse, made to a lot of rabble. Now, do I paint the correct picture or do I exaggerate?
Now, what's your point, Mr. Potter?
My point? George, my point is I want to hire you.
Hire me?
I want you to manage my affairs and run my properties. I'll start you out at $20,000 a year.
$20,000?
You wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town, you know, doing things like buying your wife a lot of fine clothes, you know, going to New York on a business trip a couple times a year, maybe even Europe once in a while. You wouldn't mind that, would you, George?
Would I? But you're not talking to anyone else. This is George Bailey.
Oh yes, George Bailey, whose ship has just come in, provided he has enough brains to come aboard.
Well, I can, sir, but what about the building and loan?
Confound it, man. Are you afraid of success? I'm offering you a 3-year contract at $20,000 a year starting today. Are you in it or not?
Well, Mr. Butler, I know I should jump the chance, but if I could just have 24 hours to think it over.
Sure. You can go on home and talk about it with your wife.
I'd like to do that, sir.
In the meantime, I'll draw up the papers.
All right, Mr. Potter.
Okay, George?
Okay. Now, wait a minute. I don't have to tell anybody. No, because I'm going to answer right now. No, doggone it. No, spin your little webs and think your money revolves around think the world revolves around you. And you know what? It's quite fitting that you're a scary little spider. That goes for you, too.
Business trip a couple times a year, maybe to Europe once in a while. I know what I'm going to do tomorrow, and the next day, and the next year, and the year after that. I'm shaking the dust off this town off my feet, and I'm going to see the world.
You know, George, I feel like in a small way, we are doing something important. We're helping folks in our shabby little office.
What is it you want, Mary? You want the moon? If you do, just say the word. I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down for you.
Now, what are you doing here, beautiful? I saw the light still on in your office and thought I'd surprise you.
Marry Hat. Why in the world did you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep from being an old maid.
You could have married Sam Wainwright or Mr. Martini or anyone else you wanted to.
I didn't want to marry Sam Wainwright or anybody else in town. I wanted my baby to look like you.
I promised you a honeymoon like any... What?
My baby.
Being married, you're on the nest?
George Bailey, Lasso Stork.
Stork, you mean? Is it a boy or a girl?
Uh-huh.
I see it's clear now that George is here now. He never, ever leaves this town. His deep compassion became the fashion and the hallmark of this little town's renown. The baby Mary was proud to carry, was a healthy baby girl. And all the while they're wearing smiles as they welcome 3 more babies to the world. Then the world war hit the nation. Everybody pitched right in. Bedford Falls folks took their station to help the Allied forces win. Mrs. Bailey and Mary's mother joined the Red Cross and they sewed. While Harry Bailey, the younger brother, went wherever Uncle Sam told him to go. Mr. Gower and Uncle Billy sold their war bonds by the score. While Cousin Eustace and Cousin Tilly also helped to sell 100 dozen more. Potter drafted for the Navy. Marty Hatcher fought the foe. Bert and Ernie battled bravely. Mary ran the USO. And Samuel Wainwright could build a plane right. He sold a lot conclusion. The Lord's conclusion brought the best of George and Mary from the heart.
Then Harry Bailey topped them all. A Navy flyer. He shot down 15 planes, 2 of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers.
Oh, I see. But what happened to George?
George was 4F on account of his deaf ear. George fought the battles of Bedford Falls.
Come on now, folks, there's a war going on here. You need to collect every little scrap you can get.
He was air raid warden and took charge of paper drives, scrap drives, rubber drives, and anything else. On VE Day, he wept and prayed our Lord. And on VJ Day, he wept and prayed again.
Yes, the folks of Bedford Falls have done our part.
And now we come to this evening, day before Christmas, 4:55 p.m., Bedford Falls time.
Extra, read all about it. President Decorated Harry Bailey, local board with Congressional Medal of Honor. Extra. Here you go, everyone. Oh, I can't wait to see Harry tonight.
George, that woman's here again.
What woman?
You know, bank examiner.
Excuse me, folks.
Carter, bank examiner.
Miss Carter, Merry Christmas.
The same. I trust you're trying to get you at the bank.
Good year. Between me and you, we're broke.
Ha, that's very funny. Now, if you'll cooperate, hopefully we can get this done quickly. I want to spend Christmas with my family in Elmira.
Oh, well, I can't believe it over. Has anybody seen Uncle Billy? Look at all.
Now, let's see. Where's my deposit card? Ah, here it is. Let's see. December 24th. $8,000. $8,000. All set to be wired up to Gower's Drugs. Well. A cheery good evening, Mr. Potter. What's in the news tonight? Harry Bailey wins Congressional Medal of Honor? One of the Bailey boys. You can't seem to keep them down, now can you, Mr. Potter?
And what does slacker George think of all this?
Oh, jealous, very jealous. He only burst his buttons with pride, that's all. Of course, slacker George would have won 2 medals if he had gone.
Bad ear.
Of course, Mr. Potter, not every enemy was overseas. Some of us, like George, had to stay home. Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Howard. I have money to be sent to the Federal Reserve.
Well, I'm afraid you forgot something.
Huh?
I believe you forgot something.
What?
I'll need the money.
Oh, shucks, sure. Don't seem correct.
How about that string there?
Well,
The Baileys. Take me back to my office. Come on, be sharp about it.
Well, how's the world are you?
Oh, I've been better.
Well, here are the character references you asked for, and you tell us anyone with any questions to call me.
Character? If I have any character,
I think there's a lot of characters when you almost started new life.
Oh, no, George, I couldn't.
You're broke, are you?
Yes, but...
Well, Mark's working New York. Costs money to live there, you know. It's a loan. That's my business. The building loan. Plus, you'll get a job in no time, bud.
Oh, I'm glad I know you, George Bailey. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Keep in touch.
Mr. Bailey, if we could just...
Oh, Miss Carl, I'm sorry. Here, just take a seat. Just take a seat. George! Hey. Uncle Billy, the bank examiner's here tonight. Here? Yeah. Excuse me. She wants the accounts payable. What's the matter with you?
something terrible.
Still, come here. Did anyone see Uncle Billy with the cash?
I saw it earlier on his desk today when he was counting it.
Did you buy anything?
Not even a stick of gum.
We'll have to retake you took.
This way.
Keep us busy, will
Sam,
you?
you got your books.
He uses to tell you all.
Here, Miss Carter, I'm sure it's going to be.
Did you put the envelope in your pocket?
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't want maybe, Uncle. We need to find that cat.
I looked everywhere, George. Even places I looked in Little Florida.
There's someplace, put the money, someplace to hide it.
I'm not good to you, George. I'm not good.
Listen to me. Think.
I can't think anymore, George. It hurts.
Where is it? Where? Do you know what this means? This means bankruptcy. It's death. It brings it. That's what it means. One of us is going to jail. Stop it, me. The office.
Well, it's snowing?
Yeah, just started.
Where's your coat and hat?
Left them at the office.
Oh, come on, Pete. You're a young man now. You can put the straw on the Christmas tree. That's it. Isn't it wonderful about Harry?
Why she keep playing that?
I have to practice for the party tonight, Daddy.
Mommy says we can stay up till midnight and sing Christmas carols.
Can you sing, Daddy? George, families will be here soon.
Families? I don't want families over here.
Have a hectic day? Excuse me.
Daddy, the house next door got a new car for Christmas. You should go see it.
What's the matter with our car? Is it good enough for you?
Yes, Daddy.
Excuse me.
Excuse me for what?
I burped. All right, darling. Why don't you go check out how little Zuzu is?
Zuzu, what's the matter with Zuzu?
Oh, she's got a cold.
Hey, alright, is it sore throat or what?
It's just a cold. The doctor says she'll
Dr.
be
Dr. Campbell's here.
Yes, I called her right away, but she
Is
said
it a running temperature?
a teensy one, 99.6, but she'll be fine.
Let's just draft the old house. Suppose you don't all have pneumonia by now. Let's draft the old house. Might as well live in the refrigerator.
George, what's wrong?
Wrong? Everything's wrong. You got this happy for all these kids.
George, where are you going?
See Susan.
Hi, Daddy.
Susan. What's the matter with you?
I want a flower.
That's good. Now, what are you doing on bed?
I'm going to go get my flower.
Daddy will get your flower, okay?
But it's falling apart.
It's alright, Daddy. Please try to get some rest.
Okay, Daddy. Hello? Oh, yes, thank you, Mrs. Mullen. Oh, no, she'll be fine. The doctor says she'll be up for Christmas
That's
dinner.
Susan's teacher.
Yeah.
Let me speak to her. Hello? What was those? Yes, this is George Bailey. So what kind of a teacher are you anyway, sending my kid home half naked? George! This is what we pay taxes for stupid, silly, careless people like maybe your kids aren't the best, trust me. Hello?
Daddy, how do you spell frankincense?
I don't know, what am I, some sort of dictionary asking about? Jeez, read this one. Oh, and oh, and oh! Now stop it! I believe I owe you an apology. What do you guys know? Just... I said play now, play! What's the matter with everyone here?
Daddy. George, why must you torture the children? Why don't you just go? Bedford 247, please.
Daddy, in trouble?
Yes, Pete. Shall I pray for him? Yes, Pete. Pray very hard.
You do?
Yes, you too. Hello, Uncle Billy.
office too who's also looking for you.
Miss Marty, you know how much it means my family. Just please, please help me.
George, calm down. Could it be possible that there's a slight disparity in the books?
No, sir. I've checked the book 100 times. Just, I've misplaced $8,000.
You misplaced $8,000.
Yes, sir.
Well, have you notified the police?
Well, no, sir. I don't want all the publicity with Harry coming tonight at all.
You think they're gonna believe that, George? What have you been doing? Playing market with the company's money?
No, sir.
Well, what is it then, a woman? I mean, it's all around town. You can give me money to buy a bit every now and then.
Well, what told you that?
Not that it matters to me, but why come to me for help? What about your hee-haw, big shot friend, Sam Wainwright? Why don't you just ask him for the money?
He's in Europe.
Oh, well, what about your other friends?
You know they can't afford that. Just please. Please, Mr. Marty, it's the only one who can help me. Please.
I see. Suddenly I've become quite important. Now, what kind of security would I have, George? Tell me. Have you got any stocks?
No, sir.
Bonds? Real estate? Collateral of any kind?
A $15,000 life insurance.
Ah, how much is your equity?
$500.
Look at you, George. You used to be so cocky. You were going to go out and conquer the world. You call me a warped, frustrated old man. What are you more than just a warped, frustrated young man? A miserable little clerk begging for help. No stocks, no bonds, nothing but a measly $500 equity in a life insurance policy. Why, George, you're worth more dead than you are alive. Say, why don't you just go to that riffraff you love so much and ask them to give you $8,000? You know why? Because they'd run you out of town on a rail. But George, you know what I'm going to do for you? Since the state examiner's still here, as a shareholder of the building alone, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest. Misappropriation of funds, manipulation, malfeasance. Oh sure, George, go on ahead. You can't hide in a little town like this.
Merry Christmas, folks. How about some spaghetti for Christmas Eve? Oh, Merry Christmas all the same. Merry Christmas.
Dear Lord Father in heaven. Please show me I know everything in my book, but just please help me. Please.
George, are you alright?
Mr. Bailey, my dear old friend. Come on in and have everything you want. Merry Christmas on me.
Bailey! Which? Bailey!
This is my dear old friend George Bailey. He helped me get this.
Oh, yeah! Next time you come from life like that, it'll get worse! For an hour! Isn't it enough? So he's all we to your stupid kids? You have a brother on the phone, too?
Now you go on, Mr. Welch, and don't you come near my place again!
Fine by me!
You alright, George?
Who is that?
Well, just a grouchy and Welch. Don't come here no more. Mr. Bailey, don't leave like this.
Go in,
Mr. Bailey!
I once had faith and hopes and dreams. I once had plans for life. But not all dreams are what they seem when swallowed up in strife. My fondest plans have turned to dust. They've crumbled over the years. My hope is gone, I can't go on. Now I long to write the love, but not if no one cares. What happens now? Please show me that you care. Don't leave me in despair. I need you. It's more than I can bear. I need you, God. Please go on you this night. I need you, dear
better way of life. I need you tonight. Help me, Lord, oh please. Help me, Lord, oh help me, Lord, oh please.
They're going to travel around the world, design 100 buildings, and build 100 bridges.
I'm no good to you, George. I'm no good.
Bankruptcy, scandal, prison, that's what we need. One of us is going to jail.
Look at you, George. You used to be so smart.
I'm no good to you, George. I'm no good.
You watch everybody around you succeed, while you said I would buy. Making the building alone almost as much as I.
Help me! Ah!
Suicide? That's against the law where I come from. Oh, it's against the law where I come from, too. Where do you come from? Heaven. I knew I had done it quickly. That's how I jumped in. I knew if I were drowning, you'd try to save me. And as you see, you did. And that's how I saved you.
Very funny.
Your lips, please, George.
Yeah, I got punched in the face at the answer to my little prayer a while ago.
Oh, no, George. I'm the answer to your prayer. That's why I sat down here.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I know all about you. I've been watching you grow up since you were a young boy.
What are you, a mind reader or something like that?
Oh, no.
Who are you?
Clarence Odbody, AS2.
Odbody, AS. What is this AS2?
Angel second class. Cheerio, my good man.
Oh, brother.
Ridiculous to think of killing yourself over money. $8,000?
Yeah, things like that. Now, how do you know that?
Oh, I told you. I know all about you. I'm your guardian angel.
Well, you do look like the sort of angel I get. Sort of a fallen angel. What happened to your wings?
Oh, I haven't got my wings yet. And you'll help me get them. Won't you, George?
Oh, really? Really? How?
By letting me help you.
The only way you can help me is if you have $8,000.
Oh, no. Money is meaningless in heaven.
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting. Well, it means a lot down here, Bob.
Indeed it does. Perhaps a little too much, I think.
Yeah, well, I found that out a little bit too late. I'm more dead than alive.
Oh, no, George, you mustn't say things like that. I'll never get my wings with that attitude. You just don't see all you've done. Why, if it hadn't been for you...
If it hadn't been for me, my wife, my kids, my friends, then I'll be a lot better off.
I've got my job to
Now,
do.
just go haunt somebody else, will you?
I've got my job to do.
Shut up!
This isn't gonna be easy, you know. So you think ending it all would just make everybody happier? Is that it?
I don't know. Maybe if I was never born at all, everyone would be happier.
Oh, no. George, you mustn't say things up.
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Oh, George, you must... Oh, wait a minute. That's an idea. What do you think? Yep, that'll do it. You get your wish. You've never been born.
What?
Well, you don't have to make all the fuss about it. I said you get your wish. You've never been born.
Say something else out of that ear.
Sure, you can hear out of it.
Wasn't that the weirdest thing? I've been able to hear out of that ear ever since I was a kid. Must have been the water when I jumped in the river.
Don't you understand? Your lips stopped bleeding too, George.
Now what's going on here?
You folks lost? This is Pottersville.
Pottersville? You mean Bedford Falls?
I said Pottersville. Don't you think I know where I live?
I told you.
Come on, Gabriel.
My name is Clarence.
This is Nick's bar and grill.
And I'm Nick. Well, what's the problem?
Looks like these two have already had a few too many.
Well, what's going on here? I know these two guys.
Oh, you'll see a lot of strange things now.
Hey, little fella, you worried? You got someplace to sleep tonight?
Oh, that's just like you, George. Oh, I'm thinking of other fun. No, I don't listen.
Got any money at all?
Oh, no. Money's meaningless in heaven.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting.
Oh, you hear that? Somebody's just made it.
What?
Every time you hear a bell ring, it means some angel just got his wings.
Clarence. I won't talk too much about wings around here.
Why? Don't they believe in angels?
Well, I suppose, but...
Then why should they be surprised if they should see one?
He never grew up, you see. How old are you anyway, Clarence?
293 next May.
Alright, you two fixies, get out of here. You're gonna fall in my business.
And that's another thing. Where'd you get my name?
That's your name, isn't it?
So I don't know. You threw a hole in the ground.
And neither do I. Come here. And you, Robbie, come here.
Ha, that looked good. Old man Gower.
Mr. Gower, drop it.
You know it. No wonder I don't like you. That old boozer spent 20 years in prison for poisoning a kid.
No, I distinctly remember. No, what's going on here? Where's Martine's Cafe?
You weren't there to help him, George.
No. Well, who are you?
I told you, I'm your guardian angel.
Yeah, you told me that. What else are you? Some sort of hypnotist? Why is everything all topsy-turvy around here?
Don't you understand? You haven't been born.
Well, then who am I?
Nobody. You have no identity.
What do you mean? I'm George Bailey.
There is no George Bailey. You have no papers, no cards, no driver's license, no foreign card. They're not there either.
What?
Zoos and flower petals. You've been given a great gift, George, to truly see what the world would be like without you.
I know what this is. This is some sort of dream. Well, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm going home.
Home? What home?
Shut up! Now stop! You know, that's it. You're screwing. You're driving me crazy too. See you, little fella. Sir, where's the building alone?
The what?
The Bailey building alone.
Well, that whole place went out years ago. A pity. If it had it, I wouldn't be living in this godforsaken slum. It was a decent place to live in like they used to.
Got any spare change?
Well, I know you.
Oh, sure you do. Go sleep it off.
Now what's going on here? Go down.
I'm afraid you didn't, George.
Hurry. Boy, I'm glad to see you. Point me home, will you?
Home, where do you live?
I'm the doctor. Now listen to me, listen. Straighten me out, okay? Name's Ernie Bishop. You live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid and...
My wife?
Been over your house like 100 times.
But I don't know what's the big idea. But I live in a house in Potter's Park, and my wife left me and took the kids 3 years ago.
What's up, Bernie?
This guy don't pass.
All right, you. Put up your hand.
No, Bert. Where's my business? Where's my house? Don't you guys know me? It's been countless hours together. Please.
Be a good sport. I'll get you to a doctor.
No, Bert, listen to me. Ernie, take me. Take me to my mouth. It's this fellow over there. He does need some sort of anger. Please help me.
Where'd he go? Hey.
Help me find him, will you?
Clarence, remember. It's you.
What?
Mother.
Mother?
It's George Bailey. I thought for sure you'd know.
George? George who?
Mother, please help me. Something terrible happened in the middle of the time. Everyone's gone crazy. Please.
I don't help strangers. Only people I know.
Well, you know me, don't you?
No!
Well, I know everyone you know. Your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy.
You know him?
Yeah, I just saw him today.
That's a lie! He's been in the insane asylum ever since he lost business. If you ask me, that's where you belong.
Strange, isn't it, George? One man's life touches so many other lives, when he isn't around, there's an awful hole up, isn't there?
This is some kind of spell, some kind of trick. Well, I'm gonna get out of it. I know how to. Service our team before everyone all haywire around here.
You know where it lives?
Yeah, Bailey Park.
Bailey Park? This looks like a cemetery to me.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure of anything anymore. All the homes you find is built right near my father. Where are the homes?
You weren't there to inspire your father to build a better life for him and others.
Harry! No! Harry!
Your brother, Harry Bailey, drowned in the ice at the age of 9.
That's a lie! Harry Bailey fought in the war. He saved every man in that transport.
George, you weren't there to save Harry, so Harry wasn't there to save those men. Don't you see, you really had a wonderful life. You seem like a shame, who would be thrown away?
Clarence?
Yes?
Where's Mary?
Oh, well, I
know you know this. Now tell me, where is she?
You're not gonna let
Where is she?
She's just about to close the library. There must be an easier way for me to get my wings.
Mary, you know me, right? What happened to us? Hey, yo, you're not
Please! No, please, let me go! Somebody help me, please!
Please!
Please, let me go! Please! Somebody! Oh, it's you again!
Let me go! Don't, please.
How am I doing? Mists of time are deep and vast. The days are short, the years are fast. Although the days and years have passed, the choices made will always last. Always last. Always last.
Clarence, wherever you are, please. Please, bring me back. Take me. I don't care what happened to me. Let me live again. Let me live again. Let me live again. Please, Lord, let me live again. Let me live again.
Hey, George. George, you alright?
Now go up here and I'll hit you again.
What's the matter with you?
George, Brett, do you know me?
Yes, I've been looking all over town for you. Hey, your lip's bleeding.
My lip's bleeding. Isn't it wonderful? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Oh, God, Merry Christmas, you building alone. Merry Christmas, Bedford. Merry Christmas, Main Street. Just Merry Christmas. Oh, Mr. Potter.
Oh, yes, and a Merry Christmas to you. In jail. Come on, go on home. They're waiting for you.
You got to go see Mary. $8,000, isn't it great?
Here's a warrant from the police, George.
That's the warrant for my arrest. Isn't it wonderful?
Merry Christmas, Daddy!
Kids, Pete, Janie. I'm just eating you all up. Where's your mother?
She went looking for you with Uncle Billy. Hi, Daddy!
Oh, Susie, my little ginger cat. How are you feeling?
Good, and on a slender temperature.
On a slender tempo, Mary, praise God.
George, where have you been?
Oh, Mary, I'll never believe it happened. Can I touch you? Are you real?
You'll never believe what's happened. Come stay by the Christmas tree. It's a miracle, George. Simply a miracle. Oh, come in, Uncle Billy, come in. Everybody over here.
George, isn't that amazing? Mary did it. She did it. She went to everyone in town and said George's in trouble. And they collected money. You've never seen anything like it. What is this, George? Another one of the bank?
Merry Christmas, George. Hi, George.
Mr. Martini.
I busted the jukebox just for you.
Hello, George.
Violet Beck.
I decided not to go. If this town's good enough for you, it's good enough for me too. Merry Christmas.
Ernie.
Merry Christmas, George.
Marty.
My family's gonna make it thanks to you, George. Merry Christmas. I have a house next to you, George.
A telegram just came in from London. It says,
Mr. Gower says you need cash. Stop. My office instructed me to send you $25,000.
Please have a Merry Christmas.
Stop.
Sam
Weasley.
It looks like Jane Lee finally learned that song again. Come on, let's join in. Go ahead, Zuzu. Start us off.